just proving to the courts that there was no interference and Mike Pence irresponsible. Apparently, Omer Ben Lev, who was on the board of Angel's Bakery and was a former MK for Labor here in Israel, has retracted his apology. Apparently, he apologized to Edelstein's family for protesting outside their father's house while he was still alive, which prompted a boycott of Angel's Bakery by the Haredim, the ultra-Orthodox. He's retracted, but the owner of Angel's Bakery, I believe his name is Yaron Angel, affirms that no, it was a real apology. The reason that Omer Ben Lev retracted his apology is because a lot of people on the left are saying you're being cowards to the Haredim by apologizing. Obviously, as I mentioned before, this apology is purely for financial purposes to take back the boycott because they lost a lot of sales to different institutions that they were supplying the bread to them. So obviously it was a financial apology, no more than that. Donald Trump has been indicted for mishandling classified documents. He's expected to appear in court in Miami on Tuesday. He took to Truth Social, his social media platform, and declared his innocence, also mentioning that Joe Biden has mishandled classified documents much more than he has. I think Donald Trump, when he was president, he was impeached twice. It was hard to convict him because you needed a supermajority to impeach him, and a good part of the Senate and House of Representatives, at least the Senate, was Republican, so it was pretty much impossible to impeach him. But now he faces indictment both in New York and in Florida. It's going to be a lot tougher to get out of prosecution, maybe going to jail. So I expect them to come with some come up with some sort of plea bargain. Maybe that will preclude him from becoming the next president. The New York Mets got swept by the Atlanta Braves, their arch nemesis. It's really astounding what has happened. The Mets are now 30-33. The 3 games below 500. They have by far the largest payroll in baseball. Steve Cohen, their owner, has basically taken out his checkbook and filled it up with all the best players his money could buy, but they're still a mediocre team. It's really sad what's going on with the Mets. Last year they were a pretty decent team. They blew a big lead to the Braves in the final week of the season. This season, it seems unlikely they might even make the playoffs. I think their owner, Steve Cohen, has to really reevaluate about spending money. It's more about developing players, having young, good players, than buying older players for extremely large contracts. Wells Fargo announced yesterday that they're extremely bullish about Amazon stock. They project Amazon stock to reach $159. Right now, it's trading around $124. If you're putting money in the stock market, I don't think I would put money in Amazon. Amazon basically is an e-commerce platform. Yes, they've extended their services to cloud computing and also to the entertainment industry, but their main focus is always e-commerce, and they've reached their peak of that. I would put my money in companies where they're just starting, they're just getting off the ground, and they're not even close to their peak, like Tesla or AMD or Nvidia. I mentioned those are my 3 favorite stocks going forward. You want to buy a stock where it has a lot of potential to go a lot higher, and I see Amazon has a pretty low ceiling. There's a new idea being promulgated about flying double-decker in the economy class of airlines. Someone, I believe from Spain, is trying to sell airlines to introduce double-decker seating in economy class, which the airlines are looking actually possibly into doing because it'll add more seats into the economy class and they'll get more money for a flight. I looked at some of the prototypes. You could see it in some of the pictures. CNN has a report about it. It's extremely claustrophobic. Basically, the people sitting on the bottom, you're looking at basically the bottom of a seat. Yes, there will be more leg room for the people on the bottom, but it's extremely claustrophobic. Not only that, you'll also be losing the screen in front of you. You're going to have to use your own cell phone or something like that to watch a movie, which is another disadvantage. And also, the people on top have to climb up a ladder to get to their seat. It's very claustrophobic. It's very unwieldy, but don't expect airlines to turn it down because it could generate more revenue.